Awareness Guy. Now, let's start the show. Welcome.
Hello,
Well,
hello.
good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Business Awareness Hour. I would be Norman, the awareness guy, and my co-host is Lisa from FitU Finance. Hello, Lisa.
Hey, Norman, how's it going tonight?
We are fine, thank you. We are fine, and how are you? Tell
I
us about tell us about your weekend because you always got stuff going on in your family life.
I do,
What
I
happened
do.
this week?
Well, this week we had all of our children in town because back in December, my father-in-law, who made it to about 89, passed. And we had the memorial service on Sunday. So all the kids came to town. So I had my three children with their spouses and those little bellies that aren't so little anymore, all at the house. So we had a great time. We even had some family come down from New York and some folks from all over Pennsylvania and Virginia came in. So we had a really nice time.
That's it? You were telling me so much more before. One of
Oh,
your
well,
sons got asked to come
oh,
back, right?
yeah. Yeah, my son is off to Michigan. He's going to be working in Detroit going forward in the next couple of weeks. So he secured a new job. And my daughter made it from St. Louis and they all made it back home. I have my other daughter that went down to Charlotte and my timeline is kind of wrapping up for Pennsylvania because I've got to be in North Carolina in May for an upcoming delivery.
See, I told you, everybody, she's got all kinds of stuff cooking. And so does our guest. Tonight's guest
Mhm.
is a very, very special man who's done some very, very special things. And it takes a man with a really big heart and a lot of confidence in himself to do the things that he's done and that it's currently doing, suffering from a problem. And I'm not going to tell you what that's going to be. I'm going to introduce Rich Pavlik from Blind Bean Roasters. Now, I think everyone can
That
figure
kind
that
of
out.
gives it
Blind
away.
Bean Roasters. All right,
Yes.
Rich, say hello to your crowd.
Hey, hello everybody. How are you doing on such a beautiful day?
Well,
Uh, and
welcome to the Business Awareness Hours. Tell us a little bit about, tell us a lot, but you got an hour to go and do that. Tell us what you did when you were getting out of high school.
Well, I thought I had 3 hours to talk, so I'll shorten it down to an hour.
Okay,
Um,
we'd appreciate that. Thank you.
all right. Well, I'm actually in my mid 50s. So back in high school, that was a long time ago. That was back, I graduated in 86. In 86, man, I graduated. I thought I had the world by the strings. I was working at a farm. I was packing eggs. I was running all kinds of cool big farm equipment. Had a real hot car. See, when you live out in the country, you have big toys.
Yep,
yeah,
you do.
And right after I graduated, I joined my dad and a friend in their excavating business, and we got to play with real big Tonka toys,
nice.
bulldozers,
Yeah.
backhoes, plow snow, mow grass, all kinds of big boy toys. And I always was a forward thinker. So I was playing on a backhoe. That's where you dig holes in the ground, and we had blueprints. So I thought, you know what? How can I be more efficient? Efficiency means more pay. The more problems you solve, the bigger your paycheck should be. So I
Yes.
figured I would tape the blueprints to the ceiling of the machine that I was in. So what I did was took my glasses off. I had bifocals, and if you can see, I'm turning my glasses upside down so the bifocals could read what was on the ceiling.
Mm.
I thought I was all that in a box of Cracker Jack. So I went to the eye doctor and I said, I need trifocals like the electricians use so they can read things up in the air. Well,
Ah.
that day my world changed. I was 20 years old. I was engaged to be married. I was a very tiny partner in the landscaping and excavating business. Had a nice truck, had an antique truck that I was restoring, had a couple motorcycles, all the normal toys that people in central Pennsylvania have. And the eye doctor told me I'll be blind in less than a year. I have a disease called retinitis pigmentosa, RP for short, where everybody has a big 360-degree view of vision. I only had 5 degrees.
Ooh.
Now, put your hands, look through like a roll of toilet paper or a roll of paper towel. That's what I was seeing. I just didn't know it.
Because you
And
hadn't, was it because it was already progressing
it
from
was already
an early years?
progressing, and I apparently was real good at compensating for it. I was
Oh.
always turning my head right to left, so I knew what was next to me. I was digging holes in the ground.
Right.
And it was real important that if you hit somebody with a backhoe bucket, you could really hurt them. So I was always paying attention, very
Okay.
focused.
Wow.
Well, in 24 hours, my life had changed. I was on top of the world, always had plenty of money in my wallet, had a lot of what I thought was important was toys. I was engaged